It's high time I do another pack mule POTA activation, don't you think? All right, let's take a quick look at the gear I'm bringing out. That's sitting on the tailgate of my truck. Got the Osprey Daylight Pack, the Daylight Plus Day Pack. Got some first aid, hiking essentials, and radio gear in here. For the radio, I got the Yaesu 891. Yep, I'm gonna lug out a 100-watt portable radio because why not? Antenna and other stuff is in there. For the battery, I'm bringing this little 1800 Apache case power bank that I have. USB power on one side, Anderson power poles in the other, and in the guts is a 10 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery. So plenty of juice. Got the B-Tech UV Pro taken along, obviously some water, and you may see this pop up more often is I picked up a unlocked rugged Android phone. First Android device I've ever owned. Nothing against Android, just always had an iPhone. At any rate, on it I have ATAC. I've been messing around with that. You may notice there's videos popping up on this topic. I'm at the trailhead right now, and I'm going to use this to practice some digital land nav skills as I get to the backpacking campsite on the point of that ridge that I like to set up. That's where I did my very first POTA pack mule, and I came in from this side. Now I'm coming in from this side, so there you go. So we're about halfway on our journey. See, right here is where the trailhead is. The little arrow is me, and right over here is the campsite, or approximately where the campsite is, where I believe it is. We'll see when I get there. So yeah, this, if you're not familiar with ATAC, it's a pretty cool little app. Has a lot of features, too much to go through in this little hiking Parks on the Air activation video. But playing around with it a lot, it has some very useful stuff for what I want to do with portable radio. Alrighty, we're on the trail. Right here's where the spur goes off to the campsite. And donka donka donka, we got pretty close. That's a success. All right, that was not the activation I was looking for. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I was out, wanted to play with that ATAC app a little more. So why not go for a hike to one of my favorite activation spots for Parks on the Air. Brought the kit with. Didn't realize it was a contest weekend, so started off on 15 minutes. So I started off on 15 meters, quickly got bumped around by contesters. Went to 17 meters, made a couple contacts, called CQ for a little bit, nothing too exciting. But then the drama starts. Turns out my battery has been sitting too long and not charged. So my battery was getting low. I was at 9 contacts. My goal is to get 22 at least for the pack mule. But activation's an activation, right? So decided to conserve what little battery I had. I knew there was another activator on 17 meters I could hear pretty good. Nothing beats a pileup like saying park to park, so I tuned in on him, patiently waited for a little bit, found a break, said park to park, Kilo Delta 9, November Juliet, Juliet. He said park to park station, Kilo Delta 9 something, go. And the radio dies. Out of juice. So that's the way it goes. Failed activation, but part of the rules, but for me there's no such thing as a failed activation. I got out, I had fun, practiced with my gear, all that kind of stuff. And then the cool thing with the pack mule you know, with it being 22 contacts in order to get the pack mule activation instead of the standard 10 for parks on the air, it will also allow you to turn in multiple activations for parks on the air for the pack mule. Meaning, if I come back out here this evening and, or tomorrow I should say, with a charged battery, and I make 20 contacts, still not quite for a pack mule, I can still combine that log with this log for 29 contacts, and those 2 parks on the air activations count as 1 POTA mule activation, if that makes sense. So I know what a lot of you are thinking. Might have even put in the comments already. Shane, there's a good 5+ hours left in the UTC day. You can still get that activation. Just pack up your stuff, head back home, get a fresh battery, come back out, set up, make at least that 1 more contact, and if things are going, maybe you'll get enough for a pack mule too. Well, I'm a little lazy. This pack's a little heavy, and I don't want to lug another big old battery out to do 100 watts. So I'm gonna go back home, finish some of my chores, put this kit away, and then grab a QRP radio and come back out. All right, it is a little while in the future. I'm back out. So I got the Yaesu 818 in the chest rig that I carry it in, my original SOE. 3 amp hour bioenol battery that I made sure is charged this time. Length of coax and all that stuff. That fits all into this little mesh pack with Velcro backing. That's, I believe it's Maxpedition. Got the little dude 6 pull. And I couldn't remember if I had a pack tinna in this kit. I've been switching things in and out. So I brought the one that I had before with. As you can see, it fits nicely in a radio pouch. This is also by original SOE. It's made for the Baofeng, and it fits the pack tinna perfectly. That's attached by a Mule to a Maxpedition water bottle that had my water bottle. So there's the loadout. We'll get this thing set up and for sure make that 1 more contact, and who knows, maybe we'll stick around and see if we can't get another dozen or so I can get the pack mule in 1 activation. All right, we got the park activated. Nothing too special. Bands are crowded for contest. Went 17 meters for a little while. Called CQ. I maybe 5 minutes. Made 1 contact. That got me over the limit. So I got the 10 contacts. The whole challenge I had today, right? A little adventure. Came out. Try to do it QRO because I knew it'd be a little bit of a challenge today. And my battery went dead. 10 amp hour battery should have been more than enough juice, but that battery box has been sitting on the shelf for several months, and I'm not sure if I charged it before I put it away. Not good on me. And most YouTubers, well, I shouldn't say most YouTubers, but a lot of YouTubers wouldn't show that kind of stuff, right? But I do, mainly because I am coming from the angle of preparedness, and I should show when I screw up like that. It's kind of a key. I just want to be a good example that this is the reason why, if you're preparedness minded, if you're a prepper and you buy a bunch of stuff and have a bunch of gear for emergencies, that you're exercising and practicing with that gear when you can. If you're into M-coms and you buy the biggest the hottest gadget that's on the YouTubes, and you have your buddy who's a ham program it for you, and you put it on a shelf and never use it, you're not being prepared. You're collecting gear. You gotta get out. You gotta see what works, what doesn't work for you. You gotta remind yourself when you fail, like I did today, that you need to put more effort and more practice into it. Make sure your batteries are charged. Make sure your stuff works. Make sure you know how to use it, and dust it off and get out there once in a while. So there you go. Hiked out to this place twice, 2 different radios, 12 contacts. Some would say the squeeze is not worth the juice, but hey, it's a good way to spend a Saturday. So that's a lot of rambling to say get out there and do stuff. So catch you later.